Hi everyone, it's Prince. Today we're going to talk about the question, how is paper made? What do you like to do? Draw or write? Well, mostly I like to draw, and I mostly like to draw comics because they're fun and exciting and you can make up lots of characters. But then you think about it, how is paper made? Because we usually write on paper, and paper is almost magical. It's so thin. It's like, bruh, so cool. How does paper get made that thin? Most of you might know that paper comes from trees, and they do. Trees get turned into paper. But how? How do trees get turned into paper? I mean, after you cut down trees, it's just a bunch of logs. What do you do next? Do you just grab a knife and then cut these logs into thin sheets? Nah, after cutting down logs into thin sheets, it won't be thin at all. It would be just like crooked and not beautiful and not well. Plus, paper are rectangles and logs are squares. I mean, cylinders, basically. So, how does wood get turned into paper? Well, let's see. After trees are cut down, they are made into chips. And if you look at this image, I bet you can tell right away what this is. Yep, wood chips. Where can we also see wood chips? We can also see wood chips under playgrounds to prevent injury. So yeah, after it gets made into chips, what do you do next? Well, some of the wood chips get donated to a place where they put wood chips under playgrounds. But most of the wood chips, they go together with water. And you think about it. What? So this is what they do. They first put water in a bucket and then add wood chips to it. Then they stir it really well and crush some teeny pieces until it becomes, mushy pulp. Rah, rah, rah. Mushy pulp? How does that get made into paper? Bruh, 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 bruh. Mushy pulp is like the pulp from orange juice. It's basically like similar to that. Well, let's see. After the mushy pulp gets made, it gets sent to a factory. This is what one of the factories look like. Yeah, and that right there is a paper making machine. Here is a tank where they stored all the mushy pulp. You can't see it, but it's actually there. Here is a part of the machine where the mushy pulp gets pressed into thin sheets and gets made into paper. Well, of course, these large, long pieces of paper have to be cut down. So another machine takes that paper and cuts it down into smaller pieces. Then it is packaged, sent to stores, and it's ready for us to use. That's all for today's question. Bye and see you next time.